get an encore, do you want more? Cooking raw with the LA boys, so for one last time I need y'all to roar. So what the hell are you waiting for? After us, there should be no more, so for one last time, people make some noise. Get him, man.
I'm tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. I don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
Every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Caught in the undertow, just caught in the undertow.
I've become so numb, I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more away. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you.
Keep me waiting down here, so far below, staring up from the bottom, trying to stay clear, but there's nowhere to go. Staring up from the bottom, It's pouring in, you're laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. Can't win if your white flags out when the war begins. Aiming so high, swinging so low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. Saying it's not, but inside I know today's gonna be the day you notice. Cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd.
Thank you, Lincoln Park. There you have the scenes of Munich. Beautiful sunset. It's a beautiful summer day here in Germany. We are getting ready. Before kickoff, a quick reminder that CBS Sports has a couple of viewing options for you today. Stay here on CBS to watch PSG Inter Milan in its entirety. But for a unique watch-along experience, you can second screen Beckham and Friends on Paramount Plus with David Beckham and, yes, Tom Cruise.
Oh, look at this! Kate's deserted us!
She's gone to bigger company, guys.
Oh, wow!
The crew has changed.
Tom looks fantastic.
Woo, the crew has changed. That's very sad.
Wow!
Yeah, the Mission Impossible star is in
you-
the building. I think he's going to be excited by this one.
Are we getting in there, Big Meeks?
I'll
get you in there. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and crash the party.
I'm from the way around. Don't
Is
worry
that a
about that.
Mission Impossible?
No, it's not.
Did you guys plan that joke? That was a bit bad.
Hey, come here. It's so
It's all the time.
This is
Go,
what we
go.
do here.
Let them know. Let them know.
Hey, Anita, it was like you called him Del Piero. His name was Alex.
Where did I get Del Piero from? I've been listening to you too much. Honestly, they give me too much airtime, Jamie. I'm here listening to how you call players' names. But anyway, a couple of minutes to go. As we can see, they're unpacking here, getting ready for the pitch to be ready for this Champions League final. How do we see it playing out?
I think it'll be a great game. It's difficult to split them. The first goal will be huge because Inter Milan in this competition have only been behind for 14 minutes from day one, match day one to the final. So if PSG get the first goal, it might be a big problem for Internazionale.
Internationally, and Jamie, just give us the thoughts, the insight, what it's like walking out in a final. What are the nerves like?
It's very nerve-wracking, but it's also exciting because you can get your hands on that beautiful thing there, Thierry.
But Thierry, were you nervous when you played in those two Champions League finals?
The last one, yeah, because I knew it was going to be the last one. So like there's no gonna be another chance to come back, and yeah, it's gonna be a special one. But obviously you are asking the question. For us in France, it's a must. You know, we're all behind Paris Saint-Germain, apart from Marseille, like I said before. But really, we are all behind Paris Saint-Germain. By the way, who were the two players there?
I think it's Zanetti.
And
I couldn't see the other one. I only see the end shot.
Is it right?
But more importantly, how will tonight's
Pastore.
game play out?
Pastore.
How will tonight's game play out?
Well, look, we all gonna know that Paris Saint-Germain, we all know, that Paris Saint-Germain gonna be on the ball, Inter's gonna counter. Like I said, you know, Inter has everything to hurt Paris Saint-Germain, but Paris Saint-Germain is a well-organized team. Like I said, I will repeat it, we need Paris Saint-Germain to win in France. It's vital for French football.
Oh, well, Jamie, I thought you were going to come in there and fly the Internationale flag. You can
No,
see the
I'm not
fans.
PSG now. I've had the PSG scarf, and I'm trying to get back in Luis Enrique's good books, aren't I?
Okay, well, hopefully you'll see that picture of you with the scarf around your neck if they win, of course, come the end. But it's time for the main event. The players are lining up in the tunnel, and your commentators for the Champions League final, the PSG versus Inter Milan. Here's Clive Tilsley and Rob Green. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you again at half-time.
Well, one big difference is that the Nerazzurri will be the giallo tonight. The blue and black strip clashes with PSG's colours. They've been asked to change into their third kit, their yellow kit. Why not their second kit? Because they've lost twice in their second kit this season and won 7 out of 9 in yellow. Rob Green, all the science that goes into preparing these players, and you're bothered about the shirts you wear?
We're a superstitious bunch, Clive. We're a sensitive bunch as well, so it's just about how the shirt feels, how it looks when you go around the dressing room and you look at each other and you think, yeah, this fits us well, this suits us well. It's a call from the Inter Milan players. You know what? I'm sure once they step out onto the pitch, they will not care one jot.
Welcome to the men versus boys final. Inter Milan take to the field with a team that is 5.5 years a man older than the Paris Saint-Germain 11. Men versus boys is a phrase often loosely used to describe the difference between two competing teams. Tonight, well, it's almost a fact. And when you're preparing to play in the biggest game of your life, it might just be the difference too. Inter Milan without a single player born in the 21st century, average age nearly 30.7. Streetwise, worldly, 8 of their 11 played in this final 2 years ago. And then in the yellow, Paris Saint-Germain, in the blue, Paris Saint-Germain, Generation Alpha, average age 25.2, still blossoming, still finding their way in the game, in the world. Can they find a way to overcome the wizened experience of Inter in Munich tonight? That is the question, and that might be the final right there. Not quite the youngest ever team to play in the final. The Ajax side of 1995 were a few months a man, PSG's juniors, and not quite the oldest team for a Champions League final either. The AC Milan 11 that Jamie Carragher faced in 2007 were just a little more vintage than this Inter team, but the age gap between tonight's teams is a fascinating element of this final. Paris Saint-Germain won a cup final last Saturday night, the French Cup final. Donnarumma sat that game out, but he was the very first name on this team sheet. The rest of the team virtually picked itself. Wanskovica Varatskhelia shook off an illness that kept him out of last weekend's game. The only decision was Bradley Barcola or Desiree Doué in attack, and Doué has got the nod. Only Marquinhos has played in a Champions League final before. 5 years ago, PSG's front line in the final was Di Maria, Mbappe and Neymar.